I'm going to talk about the Houston Texans getting a huge victory. And then I'll explain. I want to talk about the Washington Redskins and how they've been really, I don't know, offensively, and some of you can say what you want. Look at the numbers. I don't like this offense. I think it's very inefficient. I'll give you my case on the Washington Redskins and why they can't come out with victories. I'll be back in a moment. Hola. I am back. So, we were going to talk about the Houston Texans. They come out huge. They didn't come out huge. My poor English grammar right there. They came out big time. That's what I meant. 43-13 today. Yes, Ray Lewis wasn't there. Ladarius Webb wasn't there. But it was Terrell Suggs' first game back from a torn Achilles tendon. So, he did good today. I think he played solid football today. But as a team, they couldn't come out on top. Most of the blame, I have to say, is on the offense, even though Houston has a great defense. Houston's got the best defense in my mind in the whole entire NFL. I know, well, in the AFC. I'll say that. That's a better statement to make. To me, Joe Flacco looked out of sync. Ray Rice looked out of sync. The defense was run all over. All over. They were just... Houston could... I could run through those holes. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Maybe I'm being a little sarcastic or whatever. But they just... they just had an easy day running on the ground. Easy. Couldn't ask any more. From the Houston Texans. They ran the football. They ran it till like the cows came home. And then when the cows came home, they used the play action and had wide open men downfield. Wide open. And Matt Schaub, as always, hardly turns over the football. Takes care of it. Very accurate. Supremely accurate. So, credit, again, I like the way Houston had, I think I can go out there and say this. Houston's the most balanced team in the NFL. I'll go out there and say that. Houston, you can play any type of style. You can, be a ground and pound team and face them. You could be a high-scoring offense and face them. They can play any way. Any way. If you force your style against theirs, they can handle it. Because they have every phase of the game mastered. Houston. And that's why today, if I were to make a Super Bowl prediction coming out of the AFC, I'm going for the Houston Texans. Because in the playoffs, you're going to have to be, there are going to be other playing styles forced on your squad, and you've got to adjust. And guess what? The Houston Texans can make all those adjustments, and they have all the tools necessary to be successful. That's why I think they're arguably the best team in the NFL, and for sure the best team in the AFC. And that's why their record shows at 6-1, and that's why they are the best in the AFC. And yes, they don't get the special national recognition that they should, but it is necessary that they do. And people who say Matt Schaub is a game manager, no, Matt Schaub is one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC. People who say Arian Foster's overrated, undrafted free agent, who cares? No, he's the best running back in the AFC. People will say Wade Phillips really tanked it again. He really did a terrible job as Dallas Cowboys head coach. I mean, Wade Phillips. Excuse me, that was my coughing. I was a little bit sick the past few days, but anyways, Wade Phillips, solid defensive mind. Gary Kubiak finally has the help that he needs. Bob McNair has established a great culture in Houston. So, credit to Houston. Another team I don't give credit to. They're in the NFC. They have a rookie quarterback. They have a veteran coach. Their defense is alright. Actually, not my favorite in the NFC, but that's okay. The Washington Redskins lose to the Giants. And I'm not saying the Giants are bad. You're probably thinking, oh, the way he said the word Giants makes them sound bad, but they're supposed to win that game. And some of you could say that, you know, it's just that, oh, well, they're a young team in Washington. No. The offense that the Washington Redskins run, I really don't. I'm not fond of that offense. I'm sorry. I know that the college game and the college aspect of of football, just the game and the sport of football, is coming into the NFL. I understand that completely. I get that. I recognize that. I've identified that, and a lot of people have who love this game, and rightfully so. But you can't have a college-style offense and get to the playoffs consistently. It showed. It showed. Why are they doing this read option, putting a tight end? You're trapping the skills of Robert Griffin III. Spread him out. Put the receivers spread out. Put a few in the slot. Don't make it so tight. Don't make it too easy for the defense. When you put the formations that tight, in my mind, you're making it easier for the defense to cover ground. And for the Giants, it showed because they got turnover after turnover. They got 4 turnovers today. The New York Giants racked up 4 turnovers today in the second half with the offense that Washington ran. I don't care if you lose by 1 point or you lose by 10 million points. You turn it over four times in one half, you don't deserve to win the football game. Or even if you win by 1 and turn it over 4 times, you don't deserve to win the football game. You honestly don't. If my team, or if I had a football team, even though I'd make a terrible head coach, I mean, I've got 0 football. My IQ of football is down the drain compared to some of these brilliant minds in the NFL. But if I had a team and my team turned it over 4 times and we won by 1 point, I'd be infuriated. I wouldn't be happy that we won by 1 point. Even if it was a Super Bowl. Wouldn't be happy. Wouldn't be excited. Wouldn't be jumping up in joy. Not like Rex Ryan does, certainly, for sure. I mean, if Rex Ryan wins by 1 point and he turns it over 10 times in one game, he doesn't give a care. He really doesn't. Okay? I would. And you should too. Because Washington, if they want to make the playoffs, if they believe they've got a great future, and I do think they have great talent, young talent, you cannot limit Robert Griffin III's skills. You're trapping Robert Griffin III's skills. Now, some of you said, oh, well, last year, you were on 1000mics.com and said, shotgun, spread option, Tebow. Or you come on here on Spreaker.com and say Tebow spread option. There's a total difference between Tim Tebow's skills and Robert Griffin III's skills. Robert Griffin III works 1,000 times better in a regular pro-style shotgun offense or I-formation offense. Tim Tebow doesn't. That's cold-hearted truth right there. Robert Griffin III has the necessary mechanics where he can, listen to me, where he can make those plays in the gun, in the spread. Don't put 3 running backs by his side. Don't put a tight end right next to him. Don't do that read option stuff. Simplify it, put him in the gun, spread it out, put him in the eye, put him in the single back formation. Don't do the college style offense. It doesn't work. I don't know why the Redskins are convinced it works. It doesn't. So please, Redskins, find a way to come to the realization it doesn't work. It truly doesn't. And unfortunately, sadly, surprisingly, a talented team can't do the little things. I mean, the little things turnovers-wise, too. 4 turnovers. I know you're a young team, but when you are in the NFL and you're a professional, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You're a professional in the NFL, and as a collective group of 53 men who play at the highest level, you turn over 4 times. Come on, you think you're going to come out with a win? That's ridiculous. Okay? I mean, seriously. I don't want to sit here and say the obvious thing. Oh, well, you got to hold on to the football. Look, they know that. But I hope, and to me, when the fumbles and the turnovers and the penalties, when these things happen, I put the blame on the head coach. Because those are the disciplinary things. Those are the things that are unforced turnovers, unforced penalties. Those are the things that you do that hurt yourself. Those are the things that the Dallas Cowboys do when they wonder why they never get to a Super Bowl. That's the main reason why. The San Diego Chargers, they have a talented squad. They usually have a chance in the playoffs. They might have a chance. Oh, people say, oh, they're going to go to a Super Bowl. Oh. But you know what happens to them? They commit the penalties. They commit the turnovers. And guess what? They lose football games because they shoot themselves in the foot. That's the difference. That's the difference. So please, Washington, if you want to make the playoffs, don't turn it over and don't commit penalties. It sounds obvious, but they really need to find a way to get back to football principles. Seriously, especially with their playbook. I hate their playbook. I think it's one of those playbooks that I really, really despise. One of the most I've ever seen, and I should say I hate it. I hate it. That's what I think about the Washington Redskins and their playbook. So, much needed improvement there. Robert Griffin III, he fought for his life in that fourth quarter game, especially on 4th and 10. He was scrambling his life. My God, this guy's great. But he's limited with the playbook that they've been using for him. He's limited. Don't limit his talent. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? We're going to talk some more NFL here, obviously. We're going to talk about Cam Newton's comments after today's game. Very surprising on his part. I'll explain the troubles in Carolina, the situation